Monroeville Lady Eagles versus Crestview Lady Cougars.
Hello and welcome to the Cougar Den, where the visiting Monroeville Eagles look to take down the conference powerhouse Cougars. It's Firelands Conference action. It's live, it's free, and it all comes to you next.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hello and welcome back to the Cougars Den, where we have Firelands Conference action. Storm Blunchley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And before we kick things off, I wanted to give a big birthday shout out to my dear sister, Meredith Blunchley. It's her 24th birthday today, so a big birthday welcome. But now to the Firelands Conference matchup, we have the Crestview Cougars bounce back on senior night versus South Central. It was a big win for them.
They beat New London on Saturday and then came in here yesterday, traveled to South Central and beat them on the road. A big win for the Cougars. I believe they beat them 62-50 to pick up another Firelands Conference win, making them 10-1 in the conference.
Kennedy Goon has returned to form in that big St. Paul matchup. Kind of, tailed off there a little bit, but recently has been playing back in typical form.
Back to the form that she usually plays at. The monster in the middle, Kennedy Goon, who dubs 15 points a game, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. And she definitely can fill the stat sheet, but the surrounding cast for the Cougars gets it done as well. Mary Leeper, a solid contributor, as well as Kylie Ringer, Autumn Bailey, and Anna McFarland.
For Monroeville, they have beaten good teams. They just really haven't been able to put it all together yet.
Last time these two teams met, Crestview was victorious 60-35. Their best win was against Western Reserve, who currently sits at 4th in the Firelands Conference. So a big night tonight for Monroeville if they want a chance to come in here and upset the Cougars.
Should be an interesting matchup, to say the least. It's always fun to be back at the Alumni covering the conference we grew up with. Things are gearing off for the tip. Kennedy Goon jumping for Crestview. And I believe that's Evans jumping for Monroeville. Excuse me, that's Hupp. The tip quickly goes to Crestview. They get an easy layup off of it, but unable to put it in. And that's going to be a jump ball straight off rip for Crestview. That's going to be a turnover because the possession arrow is facing for the Eagles.
Autumn Bailey right there blew a flat tire. Had the easy shot to go for 2, just couldn't get it to go off the window.
Monroeville is going to take it for their first offensive possession now. Giles has it, doesn't see the double team coming. Almost got trapped over there in the corner, decides to drive baseline. Kicks it out to the mid-range area where Legg is waiting for it. Couldn't get that one to go. Rebound fought, falls into the hands of Autumn Bailey, and Ringler has it off the outlet pass. Deep pass up the floor right there, and a pass inside, and there's Kennedy Goon finding the easy layup.
Mary Leeper always being unselfish, getting it to her teammates when she knows that they need it, and Kennedy Goon standing wide open down there. Mary Leeper, being the facilitator she is, feeds it to her.
Legg gets it over to Giles, now inside quickly to Hupp, and Hupp falls.
Alyssa Hupp, a big, dominant force down low, blocks a lot of shots for this Monroeville team. I believe she is 4th in the conference with 2.5 blocks a game, so going to be a dominant force down low for the Eagles tonight.
Post up here for Goon versus Hupp, falls away from it, won't get that one to fall. Legg corrals the rebound for the Monroeville Eagles. Ringler's going to meet her at half court on the defensive side of things. Legg still has it, dribbles inside, kicks it over. Back to Legg now. Legg at the top of the key, gets it over to the right wing. Looking to hit a cutter, almost lost it right there. Battle for the ball goes to McFarland. Outlet pass right there to Autumn Bailey. Clear the tarmac for takeoff. Unable to get that one. That flight was delayed, and that's going to be another jump ball, but that one's going to stay with Crestview.
Autumn Bailey now has had 2 easy looks at the rim. Maybe a little bit nervous, some tired legs. They did play a game last night where they did beat South Central, but so far Autumn Bailey struggling at the hoop.
Goon from mid-range gets that one to fall, and Garrett, it's been a little weird for all the teams. You know, it's kind of unorthodox how many games they'll be playing because of, you know, the whole quarantining. Sometimes you'll sit off for a couple weeks, and sometimes you'll have games on 2 or 3 back-to-back nights.
The scheduling is definitely mayhem. Quarantine, you can be out for up to 2 weeks and then be right back at it for a week straight. A game the Cougars here recently, fresh out of quarantine, have been going back-to-back games.
McFarland now gets it over to Leeper in the corner. Trying to get it inside to Goon in the post, does. Fakes a shot right there, goes up with it. And much to the dismay of Hupp for the Eagles, they're going to tag her with the foul. And Goon is going to head to the line for 2. Goon's so good at using her post moves efficiently to get open looks right there. The defender had no choice but to foul her. And she misses her first opportunity at the line. Still has another one on this trip. Steps up now for her second and gets that one to fall. Monroeville to inbound. Crestview once again in their press, and we have seen that press be so effective versus pretty much every team that this Ladies Cougar squad has gone up against.
They've only allowed 580 points through all 15 of their games. I believe that is 38 points per contest. Don't fact check me on that one. That's just some quick math, but I believe that is 38 points a contest, and that's pretty good, and I believe they forced 16 turnovers. So the Crestview Cougars get it done defensively in this Aaron defense.
Crestview with some stingy defenses. Rosser has it, gets it over to the free throw line. Mid-range try on the way. Gonna say that one's out of bounds. It touched the top of the backboard, so going to be a turnover for Monroeville, and the Cougars are going to have possession now. Leeper getting it across half court. Crosses over right there, gets it to Ringler on the left wing. Float pass inside there to Bailey, but it's going to be stripped away. From behind is Autumn Bailey, gets a fingertip on it, but not enough as this three-point try is on the way from the Eagles. Rebound collected by Mary Leeper. Mary Leeper tries to find Autumn Bailey down the court, does. One quick dribble, puts it up off the glass and puts it in.
What a tough shot that was. Autumn Bailey had 2 defenders on her, but nonetheless takes the contact and the harm and kisses it off the window.
Giles the other way, kicks it up to Rosser. In the paint now, great pass right there to Hupp, but there's that defense we were talking about from Kennedy Goon. A terrific block right there to save the easy layup.
Gonna call that one on the floor. Thought it could have been in the act of shooting, but Hupp will not get the call, and we'll have to take it down the floor.
Inbounding now is the Eagles under their own basket. They inbound it deeply now to the right wing. Bailey guarding right there, gets it over to Giles. Giles got the motors turning there a little too quickly. It's going to be a travel. Dinsmore freshly checked in, gets it over to Leeper. Leeper dribbles to her right. Pass right there is going to be off Rosser's knee. It's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be Crestview's ball as Lindsey Tem is going to check in for Autumn Bailey.
Monroeville got to get a stop here on defense, down 5 early. Crestview been doing pretty much whatever they want. Need to get a stop and get some points on the board.
Lindsey Tem pass right there, tipped. Was a fight for it right there between Ringler and Rosser. They're going to say it was last touched by Rosser, and Ringler's going to take it out of bounds. Gets it into Leeper, back to Ringler now. Thought she queued up that 3 ball, but it's going to be inside to Goon, and Goon puts it off the glass a little too much, collects her offensive rebound. Once again tries to kiss it off the window. That one's going to miss as well. Ringler for 3 now. Unable to connect on that one as well, so 3 tries for Crestview. Had some points on that offensive possession, but will not get it to go. And on the other end, Monroeville is going to throw it away, so some sloppy play here from both these teams out of the gate.
Monroeville especially turning the ball over at a high rate here early in the first quarter. Got to cut down on those if they want a chance to come in here and upset the very high-flying Cougars.
Leeper has a little fall-away jumper right there. Hupp collects it. Gets it into the hands of Legg. Legg setting things up for the Monroeville offense. Up top now, gets it inside quickly. Left block inside to Hupp. Almost a block right there. It is blocked. And another block right there from Ringler. So not Goon playing the stellar defense. It's Ringler this time.
Good help side defense right there from Kylie Ringler, coming down and helping Kennedy Goon on Alyssa Hupp. And she got rewarded and got the block.
Great pass right there from Leeper to Tem. And Tem is going to get hacked and head to the line for 2. Taking a look at this replay, that was actually a block by Goon and then by Ringler. So 2 blocks on that defensive possession for the Cougars. And on the other end, Lindsey Tem gets fouled from the mid-range, and that's where she likes to shoot it from.
Does most of her damage in that elbow range or the low post right there. And Lindsey Tem, beautiful stroke from mid-range and gets rewarded right there ahead of the free throw line for 2. Does miss the first one.
Almond and McFarland are going to check in for the Cougars, and Leeper and Ringler are going to sit as Tem is able to knock down the second free throw. Trying to break the press once again is Monroeville. They get it up the court. Quickly inside, bounce pass to Hupp. And the defense has been physical down low tonight. Goon disagrees with that one, but regardless, Hupp is going to head to the charity stripe. Hupp gets hers to go off of the glass. A little bit of an unorthodox shot right there, but still counts for 1 point all the same.
High off that backboard, too. Let's see if Hupp can make the Cougars pay for fouling her and see if she knocked down the second free throw.
Hupp steps up to the line for her second. That one off the glass as well, but that one does not drop. Outlet pass from Bailey to McFarland, back to Bailey. Up top now is Dinsmore. Dinsmore puts a couple of dribble moves together. Gets it over to McFarland on the right wing. McFarland looks inside, just gets it over to Almond. Almond over to Dinsmore, looking to get it inside to Bailey now. Free throw line is Tem, gets it stripped away by the Eagles defense, excuse me. Monroeville taking it the other way, almost shot that 3-pointer, but gives it over to Rosser, then swings it over to Legg. Legg with Almond guarding her. And a little too much on that one, tried to save it is Giles, but that one's going to sail out of bounds, and Crestview's going to have possession now.
Cougars came out firing at will here early in the first quarter, but have slowed down a bit. Only 8 points to show for it. Got to pick it up here. Nice crossover move right there from Frankie Dinsmore.
2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. McFarland loses it. They're going to say it was off an Eagle defender. So the ball is going to stay on this side of the court with the Cougars. McFarland to inbound on the close sideline. Looking to get it in and does to Dinsmore. Dinsmore with a full head of steam decides to pull a little hesitation right there. Takes a screen. McFarland now has it inside, kicks it over to Bailey. Bailey dribbles to the baseline, uses a couple post moves. Tries to get it out, battle for the ball. McFarland comes up with it. McFarland drives in with the floater. Tem with the rebound will not put that one up and will not put it in. Crestview with a lot of second chance opportunities here, but not converting them like we're used to seeing.
Lindsey Tim right there, right place, right time, was there for the offensive board, but good defense from Monroeville to get down there and rotate and get a hand up in the defender's face and couldn't get it to go.
Eagles taking it the other way now. Giles has it. And a steal right there from Dinsmore. So both teams turning the ball over here in the early goings of this one. Almond has it now. Bailey's trying to establish position. Almond drives all the way inside. Bounce pass right there to Bailey. He's going to get fouled on the two-point attempt right there and is going to step up to the line. So a lot of free throws being shot here in the first quarter.
Both teams committing a lot of fouls and unnecessary fouls right there. You could have just closed out and tried not to undercut the offensive player right there, but Bailey did take some contact and went to the free throw line.
Got to give the offensive shooter space to land. Cannot impede their landing. As Tem's going to check back out and Ringler's going to check in. Bailey steps back up to the line. Will not get her second one to go, and they're going to call her for a lane violation. So Monroeville's taking it the other way now. Inbounding quickly to Giles. Giles has it, using her speed to get across half court. Step backs right there, tries the three-pointer off the backboard and out. Rebound collected by Almond. Gets it over to McFarland. McFarland with the home run ball to Dinsmore. Finds its target after some assistance from Bailey. And that one goes out to Almond, and she cans the three-pointer to get the Crestview offense back on track.
No Eagle defender in sight. Almond, splashes that one. She was wide open from three.
The Eagles getting harassed in the backcourt, and they're playing pretty good defense, just not able to put the ball in the bottom of the net.
I believe they only have one field goal, and the other point was off of the free throw from Hupp. So Monroeville struggling here offensively, and could be a credit to Crestvew's, hounding defense.
Giles has it now, gets it up the court. Schaefer's waiting for it. Some tough defense by Crestview's bodies were flying all over. They're going to get Dinsmore, I believe, with the foul. And it's going to be Monroeville's ball. And Ramsey is going to check into the game. So Ramsey's going to check in for Dinsmore. And Lyons is going to inbound for the Eagles. Lyons gets it into leg. Leg with Almond on her. Gets it over to Lyons. Giles has it now on the right wing. Takes a screen right there. 20 seconds left to go in the first. Leg has it. Swings it all the way over where Lyons is waiting for it. Dribbles baseline, but they're going to call it out of bounds. Couldn't walk the tightrope there. And another turnover for Monroeville. Oh, they're going to call a blocking foul, excuse me. I thought they had called out of bounds, but that one's going to be a blocking foul, so it's going to stay on this end of the court.
Be a huge shot for Monroeville to get some points here before the end of this first quarter and possibly cut this lead to 6.
They have it now, dribbling inside, kicking it over to Giles for three, and she cans it. How about that one to answer your request, G-Man? That's going to do it through one. The Cougars lead the Eagles 11-6. You've been watching high school hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Welcome back to the Cougars Den, where second quarter Firelands Conference action is underway. Storm Blunchley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, both teams struggling to put points up on the board in the first quarter.
Crestview came out strong, but after that surge, Monroeville kind of put the clamps on defensively, and right there, a huge shot for the Eagles. Hannah Lyons splashed that one with the defender in her face for three.
That closes the lead even tighter. The Eagles right on the heels of the Cougars now as Ramsey has it on the right wing, gets it over to Almond in the corner. Skip pass right there to Ringler. Ringler tries a triple now. That one's going to be off the back of the iron and fall right into the hands of Giles. Giles now trying to beat the Crestview press. Gets it over to Leg. Leg with Almond guarding her. Trying to get it across half court. Leg does. Loses it right there. Scrap for the ball between those two. Leg comes up with it, but not before they call a jump ball, and the possession arrow is pointing to Crestview.
It was a huge shot from Lyons to make this game a 2-point lead for the Cougars. Crestview got to come out here in this second quarter and respond. They've been at 11 points for a while now.
Ramsey has it now on the left wing, kicks it over to Almond in the corner. Pass now to Leaper. Leaper over to Ramsey. Ramsey in the corner is Ringler. Now up top to Leaper, back to Ringler. Another three try on the way, and that one's off. She's 0-3 now, but collects her own rebound. Skip pass now to Leaper. Leaper posting up inside. Ramsey's going to try a three now. Off of the back iron, takes a high bounce. I thought that one was going to drop in. Autumn Bailey with the offensive rebound. Is going to get fouled and is going to head to the line for two.
Place where Crestview has been thriving here early in this first half. They've been getting a lot of second chance opportunities, and finally they do get rewarded. We'll head to the free throw line with Autumn Bailey.
Bailey steps up to the line for her first one, and that one finds nothing but the bottom of the net. Checking in is Dinsmore for Ramsey. Bailey for her second attempt now. Will not get that one to fall. And the Eagles are going to have a chance to take another crack at this Crestview lead.
Crestview coming out kind of flat. Struggling here early in these first two quarters. Only up 3 points. Let's see if this defense finally begins to be on the attack.
Press is still working wonders for Crestview as Monroeville is forced to call a timeout. And McFarland is going to check in for the Cougars. Pretty low scoring affair. Both defenses playing pretty well, Garrett. Not what we're used to seeing out of Crestview. You know, they usually score a ton of points, and they do it in bunches.
Crestview struggling so far, as you mentioned. Storm Kennedy Goon really cannot find her rhythm here early. Really any Cougar or Eagle so far here in these first two quarters. Monroeville struggling to get anything inside. Kennedy Goon does have a few blocks as well as Kyler Ringler. So Crestview's got to find something here offensively in this second quarter if they want to jump out to that huge advantage like they did the last time these teams met. But Monroeville, you can kind of feel the swing and momentum. They got those 2 threes at the end of the first quarter and at the beginning of the second quarter. So the pendulum is beginning to swing for the Eagles.
And for any team playing Crestview, it's always so key to be able to score from the outside because, I mean, if you take anything inside 9 times out of 10, it's going to get rejected. On the other end now, a quick layup inside, and that one does fall. Ringler was right there the whole way, just missed time to jump. Will not get the block on that one. And Monroeville, which is so close, that much closer to the lead. 1 point game now. McFarland with a triple try, and Crestview's gone ice cold from behind the arc as Ringler has it in the right wing.
You can see Crestview kind of got some tired legs here in this game. They did play last night, so a second game of a back-to-back Storm. They're struggling here early.
Giles has it now. Leaper right there with her. A little bit of arm fighting right there. Gets it over now to the top of the key. All the way over to Lyons. Lyons up top to Schaefer. Schaefer getting tied up with Autumn Bailey right now, and things are getting a little chippy down there. Going to call a jump ball, and Monroeville is going to have possession as Hupp checks back in. To inbound now for the Eagles is Lyons. Dinsmore guarding the inbounder. Giles has it off the inbound. Great fake right there. Drives all the way inside. Puts that one up. And a gorgeous move right there, but it's not going to fall. Hupp kicks out to Lyons. Another triple try for the Eagles. Rebound right there. Blocked by Ringler.
Monroeville showing off the effort and hustle here on this possession. A few cracks at it, cannot get it to go, but they will retain possession and get a chance to take the lead here.
Lyons is going to inbound once again under the Monroeville basket, gets it all the way into Leg. Leg's going to take a screen right there, kick it over to the corner where Giles is waiting for it. Inside now is Hupp. Hupp with Bailey on her, cues that one up, I believe. Ringler got a piece of that, but the Eagles collect it once again. Giles has it now on the three-point line, trying to get inside to Hupp. And they're going to call a foul on Autumn Bailey, so I definitely think fatigue is playing a factor here in the sloppy play at Crestview.
Tired legs, as you can tell, they're getting a little late on their rotations. Not used to seeing Crestview do that, and see if Monroeville can take advantage, but they cannot, and Kylie Ringler gets a steal.
All the way on the other end, Leaper off the fast break layup try, gets that one to fall. Monroeville once again has the task of trying to beat this Crestview press, able to get it across half court this time, but not before the turnover as it falls right into the hands of Dinsmore. 1-on-3 fast break over to Leaper. Leaper once again, and that's a 4-point swing for Leaper, and that's another Monroeville timeout.
Mary Leaper is such a key factor in Crestview's success. She not only can score the basketball, as you've seen on back-to-back possessions, but she is such a great team leader and such a floor general. She leads the team up the floor, and she's always a great facilitator, always unselfish and always being patient in their offense, getting it down to her scores in Kennedy Goode and Kylie Ringler.
Crestview starting to play with a little bit of life. That's usually the typical defense we're used to seeing them getting into passing lanes, getting up into their offensive counterparts, making them uncomfortable and making them turn the ball over.
Curious to see what Monroeville draws up coming out of this timeout. Don't want Crestview to take all that momentum back. Only a 5-point game, so definitely not out of it by any means. So Eagles come out here, get an easy bucket, get back on defense, get a few turnovers as they were doing. They were slowing Crestview down, and then they started to turn the ball over again, and Crestview turned on the burners. Mary Leaper got a few transition buckets.
But how about the defense on the last Monroeville offensive possession? Cougars played 3 or 4 possessions of great defense and got rewarded with a turnover, as Monroeville once again is going to try to beat this Crestview press. Haven't had a lot of success trying to break it thus far tonight. Lyons has it. Gets it over to Leg now, and Leg's going to turn it over. Dinsmore has it. What a pass right there to McFarland, and she kisses it off the glass high.
What a pass right there, and steal from Frankie Dinsmore, who knew her teammate McFarland would be right there and wrapped it between 2 defenders.
On the other now, another great pass out to Giles. Offline on that triple, and they're going to call a foul on, I believe that was Hupp, so the ball's going to go the other way.
Good positioning right there. I believe that was Tim who had Hupp boxed out. Cannot jump over the back of the defender. And right there, that's what Hupp did. She commits the foul.
Checking in is Allman now for the Cougars. And Schaefer is going to check in for Hupp on the other end. Leaper's going to collect this inbound and play the point guard position for the Cougars on this possession. Met right at half court by Leg. Over on the right wing is Allman. Dribbles to her left, little handoff right there to McFarland. Another handoff right here to Dinsmore. Dinsmore has it, Lyons guarding her, now out to McFarland, fakes the 3, drives inside, kicks it out to Almond. Sees Leaper on the wing, gets it there. Leaper dribbling inside. What a move right there, and a backdoor cut by McFarland. Not gonna score off of it, but just a great move right there as Monroeville collects the rebound, has a fast break. Schaefer on the other end, gonna slow things down, gets it in the hands of Lyons. Lyons for a triple. That one falls into the hands of an Eagles player, and that one gets put up and in off the offensive rebound.
Nice play right there to stay with it. And don't let Lindsey Tim block that shot. Kept it away from the defender and got it to go for 2 as Frankie Dinsmore all the way. Almost got that one to go off the window, but it will be called a foul. And I believe Dinsmore might be heading to the line here.
She will be heading to the line. And how about the Cougars always taking advantage whenever the defense is just a half step too slow? It seems that the Cougars offense is able to exploit it as Dinsmore gets the first one to fall. Dinsmore one more try on this attempt. Does not get that one to fall. Rebound pulled down by Schaefer, and they're going to call a jump ball. And it's going to stay right here with Crestview.
Got to get a stop if you're Monroeville here. Do not want Crestview to continue to take some of this momentum back and make this an 8-point lead.
Leeper has it inbound deeply to Dinsmore. Back to Leeper now on the right wing. Fakes one way, goes the other. Leeper in the lane. Going to be a little too strong on that one. It's going to fall out. And then Monroeville collects the rebound. Almost a turnover right there for Monroeville. Get it all the way up the court to Lyons. Lyons is going to get fouled this time and head to the line for a couple. So when Monroeville beats the Crestview press, it generally ends in a pretty good shot, but you know, it's beating that press that is the difficulty for them.
So most teams struggle with getting it past that Crestview presses. Lions cannot get it to go on the first attempt. But once they get it past that press, they've been able to get in their sets and find some decent looks. Is right there. Hannah Lyons did get the foul call, but could not convert them first.
Ramsey checks in for Dinsmore, and Lyons is able to convert the second one at the free throw line. Leeper has it now, putting on a couple of crossovers, followed by a spin move out to Almond. Fakes the three-pointer, gets it over to Ramsey on the right wing. Ramsey almost stolen away right there, able to get it back into Almond now, who finds a lane inside, kicks it to Lindsay Tem, and what a cut by Lindsay Tem. And she's going to get rewarded for that cut with 2 shots at the foul line.
Lindsay Tem went over the defender and mossed her like she was playing some backyard football right there. Tim nonetheless gets the catch and will head to the free throw line to look to extend this lead to 7.
14 fouls combined in the first half for both teams. It has been a sloppy affair for Crestview. You've got to think that these back-to-back games are taking a toll on their fatigue.
Not only the game last night, but they also played on Saturday. So that is 3 games here in the past few days. A struggling Crestview team. Let's see if they can get it to go here late in the second quarter.
6-point deficit for the Eagles, trying to score right here late in the second quarter. Almost turning it over right there, and it's going to be just out of reach for Giles. This Crestview press is wreaking havoc on Monroeville in the backcourt.
The defense for the Cougars is beginning to force a multitude of turnovers, and that is why the lead is growing for the Cougars.
Leeper has it now, a couple crossovers right there, brings things back out, gets it over to Ramsey. Lyons guarding her. Ramsey dribbles inside with the right hand to McFarland now. Screen right there from Tem. McFarland from 3, and that's the spark the Cougars needed on offense.
What a shot right there. Took the screen from Tim, didn't even need it, stayed right where she was and splashed the 3. Going to get a reaching call here on Almond.
Giles is going to get fouled right there, and for as aggressive as this Crestview defense plays, they do not foul a whole lot.
We usually don't see teams in the bonuses this early, Storm, but Monroeville already heading to the charity stripe is Giles.
Giles with a 1-on-1 opportunity now. Takes her first shot, makes that one, is going to have another chance here. And for Monroeville, got to take all the opportunities at the free throw line that Crestview gives you, basically giving you free points here, so don't want to leave any of these at the line. Giles with her second attempt and gets that one to fall, so a perfect 2 for 2 from the line for Giles on this trip. The other way is Leeper now. Leeper across half court, such a great ball handler for this Crestview offense. Gets it over to Almond, another great ball handler. Tem has it now on the left wing. Back to McFarland in the corner. Thought about the three-pointer right there. Decides to drive inside and put up a fall-away jumper. Rebound tipped right there. And it's going to be out of bounds. Looked like Legg thought that there might have been a teammate right there trying to tip it, but it will sail out of bounds, and Crestvew's going to get another crack at a shot.
Credit to Monroeville coming in here, sticking with the Cougars, not backing down. Only a 7-point lead here late in the second quarter. Let's see if they can get a stop here on defense and get a score on the other end.
McFarland has it for the Cougars offense now. Gets it over to Leeper. Leeper, gorgeous spin move right there in the lane. Floater alert, just a little short on that. Collects her own miss. Gets it to Ringler, and how about that pass from Mary Leeper?
Beautiful move right there at the top of the key. Put her in a blender and then got her own offensive rebound. And Almond, what a steal right there, and got the defender to jump for 2.
Great fake right there from Almond. This Crestview defense is in full effect as they get another steal right there. And McFarland puts it up and puts it in. That extends the lead even further in the late stages of the second quarter.
And Storm, it was a 7-point game, and all of a sudden, Monroeville already at a double-digit hole, and right there get another turnover. Allman gets a steal.
One-on-one fast break right there. What a pass, threading the needle, and Leeper puts it up and in.
And just like that, Storm, it is a 15-point game. It was 7 under 30 seconds ago, and Crestview's trap is just dominating as they get another steal.
Ramsey on the other end now is going to slow things down and bring it out. Ringler on the line, has it to Allman, kicks it inside to McFarland. McFarland puts it up just short on that one, and it's going to be a jump ball. Taking a look at this replay, what a pass right there. Got two Eagles defenders stumbling on each other and is able to finish the layup with ease. Crestview, all they need, like I said, they score their points in bunches, and that was an opportunity right there for them to bust this game wide open.
The Cougars went on an 8-0 run, Storm, in 41 seconds, and right there Kylie Ringler says, "Not in my house." But Monroeville continues on the attack and does get the foul call and head to the free throw line.
I think if I'm playing the Cougars, I don't think I'm going to take a single inside shot. I think I'm just trying to score all my points in three. I'm not going in there and getting embarrassed like that.
That's a bold strategy, Storm. Maybe that's why you're up here commentating, not playing.
All I know is that when Kylie Ringler and Kennedy Goon are in the paint, that is somewhere I do not want to be as an offensive ball handler. I mean, they could be 2-3 feet away from me, and they're still going to grab a piece of your shot. One more try at the free throw line for Monroeville. Rebound pulled down by Ringler. Over to Leeper now. Crestview with some life now. Leeper drives all the way inside. Look at the speed right there. Hangs on the rim and falls out and is going the other way. 15 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Two-pointer on the way for Monroeville. A little too strong on that one. Autumn Bailey collects it. Baseball pass right there is intercepted by Lyons. Getting it up the court now is Monroeville. Giles has it, dribbles inside. Off the backboard and out. Ringler with 1 second left. Half court, Mary Leeper. That one's going to be offline, and that's going to do it for 2 quarters here at the Cougars Den, where your Crestview Cougars lead the Monroeville Eagles 31-17. Going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some halftime stats. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report.
Welcome back to the Cougars Den, where we are through 2 quarters of Firelands Conference action. The Crestview Cougars lead the Monroeville Eagles 31-17. Taking a look at some halftime stats. The Cougars with 10 total field goals, 2 threes, 5 free throws, 14 rebounds, 6 turnovers, and 9 fouls. For Monroeville, 3 field goals, 2 threes, 5 free throws, 14 rebounds, 13 turnovers, and 7 fouls. Storm Blunchley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett, and Garrett Crestview at the end of the second quarter kind of bust this game wide open.
I believe they went on an 8-0 run, Storm, in 41 seconds. I was talking about it was a 7-point game that Monroeville just needed really to hang on at the end of that first half and kind of stay calm. But at the end of that second quarter, Crestview's defense was suffocating. I believe they got 4 straight steals with that trapping defense and made all their field goals, and it's a 14-point game.
Crestview looked a little sluggish up until that point, and it's like a flip had switched. It's not like it was out of a timeout or anything. They just had gotten 1 turnover and 1 quick bucket, and it's like the tide of battle had been changed.
They came out in the first quarter very flat. They really couldn't get anything to go. Credit Monroeville's defense. Crestview not playing to their usual form in that first quarter, but after that, they kind of buttoned everything up, played great defense in the second quarter, and responded in the last 2 minutes of the second quarter.
And for Monroeville, when they get across half court, they usually come away with a made field goal or at least a pretty good look at the rim or free throws. But, I mean, that's the challenge, is just getting across half court. They are having a lot of trouble dealing with the Crestview press.
I'm sure that's what Monroeville is drawing up here at the halftime break, trying to get some kind of press breaker to beat this press because it is so hard to get past it. But when you do get past it, you get it down low, you can make Crestview either play perfect defense or foul you and head to the free throw line. As Monroeville, once they usually get it down there, they either get rewarded with an easy wide open layup or they're heading to the charity stripe.
It'll be interesting to see how long Crestview stays in this press. I mean, they have to be tired. I mean, playing a press pretty much 4 quarters every single game, especially when you've had this many back-to-back like Crestview has got to be exhausting.
This will be their 3rd game in 4 days. I'm sure they're very exhausted at this halftime break, but I'm sure Coach Goon is not going to take his foot off the gas pedal, does not want to lose to Monroeville tonight. For Monroeville, come out here in the second half. Don't hang your head. You're still in it, only down 14 points. If you can play some defense like you were in that first quarter and kind of shut Crestview down, you can get right back into this ball game.
That's going to do it here for halftime at the Cougars Den. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have second quarter Firelands action. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH Report.
Welcome back to the Cougars Den. Third quarter action underway. We have the Cougars taken on the Eagles. Out of the break, Autumn Bailey on the quick mid-range try. Not going to get that one to fall. Eagles are going to take it the other way. I'm sure got an earful for letting Crestview go on that huge run to close out the second quarter. We'll see how they respond. Trying to beat the Crestview press. Storm Blunchley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. Hupp inside, gets it blocked right there by Ringler. Collects it once again and puts it off the glass and puts it in.
Nice job right there from Hupp to stay with it. Got the shot off the block right there and got it to go off the window.
McFarland has it for Crestview's offense now. Gets it over to Goon, and a little bit of a miscue right there as Leaper's trying to track it down in the backcourt. It's going to be tracked down by Leg. Leg tries to put it up and put it in, and that's going to be a huge block from Mary Leaper.
What a chase down block right there from Mary Leaper. Was a little lackadaisical trying to get the loose ball, but says, I was going for the ball. Why'd you grab it? Had to block that one out of bounds.
Mary Leaper has chase down artists on Hall of Fame. Sources tell me as Leg puts up a three-pointer. Will not fall. Struggle for the loose ball between Hupp and a couple of Crestview players. Going to call it a jump ball, and it's going to stay with Monroeville. Giles to inbound now for the Lady Eagles. Gets it in quickly right there and puts it up and puts it in off the gorgeous inbound play.
Monroeville's cut it to 10 points. Let's see what they can do to get it under double digits.
Leaper has it now, trying to put the moves on the defender, kicks it out to McFarland. McFarland dribbles to her left now, gets all the way inside the painted area, kicks it off to Autumn Bailey, now up top to Mary Leaper. Mary Leaper dribbles to her right, uses a screen right there, off the side of the backboard and out, but right back into the hands of Leaper, and they're going to get Hupp with a body check right there. Crestview to inbound under their own basket. Leaper's going to have it. Looking for a place to get it. Eventually gets it inside to Goon. Goon dribbles inside, kicks it out now to McFarland. McFarland off one leg. That one's going to be out and is going to be corralled by the Eagles defense. Home run pass all the way down the court to Hupp. And Hupp with a quick 4-point swing out of the break.
Monroeville has come out here with some life, have now cut this to an 8-point lead for the Cougars. Crestview struggling offensively.
A big group substitution set to check in for the Cougars. Leaper sets a screen there for Goon, and Goon hangs in the air and gets that mid-range Jimmy to go.
Crestview got to get Goon more involved in this second half. Really couldn't do anything offensively, and Autumn Bailey right there will get the steal for the Cougars.
Foul right there. I believe that one was on Hupp. So that big group substitution is going to come in. And I'm sure Goon is going to give the starters a talking to over there on the bench, as Ramsey is going to inbound for the Cougars.
Goon electing to go with the bench here as the Cougars came out of the gate struggling. Back to a 10-point advantage. Let's see what they can do.
Ahmed has it now on offense. Three-pointer on the way from Ramsey. That one's just going to graze the rim and fall out, and Giles is going to have it. Going to say it was the last touch by Crestview, and the Eagles are going to take it the other way. Eagles trying to inbound now. They do. They get it across half court. Inside now, kicking it back out, moving around the perimeter is the Eagles. Get it inside now, try to get it over to Hupp. That one's going to fall into a jump ball between Allman and an Eagles player. Ramsey's going to have it now off of the jump ball. So the Eagles now decide to pull out a press of their own as Allman's going to get it across half court for the Cougars. Dribbling all the way inside, takes her 2 steps off the glass and out. Rebound pulled down by the Eagles. Trap in the backcourt for the Cougars. Tem able to track down that loose ball. Gets in the hands of Dinsmore on the left wing. Dribbles inside. Spin move right there out to Ramsey, who tries another three-pointer. That one's going to be just short. Tem collects it. Puts the mid-range J up and puts it in.
Nice job to stay with it right there, Lindsey Tim. Right place, right time. Gets the offensive rebound, the second chance opportunity, and converts.
Monroeville once again having troubles beating the press. They do beat it that time as Rosser puts it up off the glass, unable to convert. Almond gets it, but a foul is going to be called on Monroeville. So the same tale of the tape as in the first half, as the Eagles are still struggling to beat this Crestview press.
When they do get it past Crestview's press, they're taking ill-advised shots. Had Hupp down low, believe she was wide open. Just couldn't get it to go at the rim.
So the starters do check back in for the Cougars. For the Eagles, that was a great time to take advantage, unable to score. However, Ringler gets it into Goon now. Goon all the way up to Leaper, 2-on-2 fast break right here. Leaper decides to slow things down a little bit. Crossover right there, kicks it backdoor to McFarland. McFarland has it in the left corner. Giles guarding her, walks the tightrope right there, gets it to Bailey in the low post, takes a couple quick power dribbles. That one's gonna fall off the iron and out. Goon try to fight for that offensive rebound, but it's gonna sail out of bounds, and the Eagles are gonna have possession.
See if Monroeville can get a bucket. They desperately need it to cut this one to 10.
Giles has it now. And a steal right there from the quick hands of Leaper, and she saves it into McFarland. It was gonna be a backcourt violation, but Leaper with the awareness to save it to McFarland. McFarland now has it, gets it back to Leaper. Little screen right there from McFarland. Crossover from Leaper. In the corner now waiting is Guna. Three-pointer on the way from her. That one's not going to find the mark. And Legg has it now. Almost gets the ball stripped away from her. And does end up being a turnover for the Eagles. Quick dribble from Autumn Bailey puts that layup up and in, and a timeout from the Eagles.
Much needed timeout from Monroeville. Stop some of this momentum. Crestview's press beginning to fly and be on the attack, getting countless steals here in the second half.
So it looked like Crestview was going to come out flat once again, but a quick substitution of their starters gave them just a little breather. Aaron Goon had a talk with them. They came back in and they found some life.
They're really getting it done defensively. When the bench came in, I believe they upped it back up to 12 points, and starters up it up to 14. So Crestview coming out in their press, getting countless steals and forcing a lot of turnovers. Monroeville's got to cut those out, limit some of those, and get some easy transition offense, excuse me.
And for the Eagles, looked like they had finally figured out this Cougars press as they beat it a couple times, cut the lead to, I believe, 10 points. But on the last couple of possessions have once again just looked lost at what to do when Crestview is making them uncomfortable in the backcourt.
They're always passing to the first open teammate they see. And you always got to fake a pass to make a pass, because they're usually jumping the first pass you make and usually resulting in a turnover.
Legg's going to inbound for the Eagles now. Gets it into Rosser, and looked like Rosser maybe slipped on some moisture on the floor right there. Cressy's going to take the ball. Ringler to inbound. Ringler has it, gets it into Autumn Bailey, at least tries to get it into Autumn Bailey in the right corner. That one's going to be tipped by Rosser. So Crestview another opportunity to inbound. Ringler has it now out of bounds, floats it in there to Goon. Goon looks a little bit surprised to be that wide open, tries to put it up over Hupp. But Hupp probably one of the only players in the conference who can contest a shot like that from Kennedy Goon. Foul right there is going to be called on Crestview. On the fast break, Monroeville fast break, excuse me. Leg to inbound for the Eagles. Leg has it, gets it up top to Giles. Giles driving inside, puts a floater up in the lane. Offensive rebound pulled down by Monroeville, but thrown right away, and Crestview, after a battle for the loose ball, is going to come up with it. Outlet pass over there to McFarland, driving all the way inside, puts it up with the right hand, gets it inside, and Autumn Bailey puts it up and fills it up and one.
Autumn Bailey has been living on the offensive boards all night long, and right there jumps right over the defender to get the board and ups this to a 16-point advantage. Let's see if she can make it 17.
Autumn Bailey with the and one attempt. That one's going to fall just short and fall out of bounds. as the Eagles still trying to chip away at this Crestview lead, but it all starts with breaking this press. Dinsmore and Allman are going to check in for the Cougars. McFarland and Ringler are going to sit for them. 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Rosser has it. Gets it back to leg. Double team coming. Rosser able to fake out the defender. Another double team coming for Crestview. Stolen away right there from Mary Leeper. Able to save it in the backcourt now is Allman trying to track it down. And does, so a turnover there for the Eagles. Gets back into the hands of Leeper. And how about the hustle from Mary Leeper?
Allman, nice pass right there from Mary Leeper, but Kennedy Goon smoked the layup. But Allman, as soon as she checked in, she is constantly displaying tons of hustle and effort right there. Got the steal on the other end and then got it up to Mary Leeper, who had that gorgeous feed down to Goon, but she couldn't get it to go.
Monroeville taking the other way. Rosser had it. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Giles, excuse me. So Giles with an offensive foul right there. And when the defense starts playing physical, you see those kind of frustration fouls like kind of get off me. You know, it's frustrating to have a defense that plays physical.
They're always in your face, making you make the wrong decision. Monroeville just got to stay patient. Don't get too frustrated and commit those careless fouls.
Leeper cannot get that one to fall, but off the offensive rebound, Goon puts it up from 2 feet out. Monroeville has it now. Leg over to Giles. Giles getting harassed in the backcourt, and they're going to call another foul on the Cougars. That was going to be on Dinsmore, number 5. So once again, a lot of fouls here in the early goings of the second half. Both these teams seem like they are a little tired. Rosser to inbound, gets tipped right there by Dinsmore. Dinsmore unable to track it down, but that's going to be a turnover regardless for the Eagles. So throwing it away once again. That one's going to be off of Giles and is going to head in favor of Crestview. Monroeville has to cut down on these turnovers.
The turnovers beginning to suck the life out of the Eagles' offense. Crestview doing a great job on defense, forcing a lot of turnovers, and Monroeville does not have an answer.
Tem, a triple try on the way, and that one falls. The Crestview offense is continuing to roll. Dinsmore a quick steal. That one stolen right away, ends up in a jump ball. Crestview is going to take possession.
Monroeville's got to be patient when they're inbounding the ball. They're always passing to the first defender they see. They got to get something going because Crestview's beginning to pull away on this one.
Leeper has it now inbound, high to Goon. Goon dribbles inside, back to Leeper, back to Goon now. Goon puts up a floater in the lane, and that one falls for 2.
Crestview asserting their dominance here in this third quarter at the end of it. Doing a great job defensively. That is the spark of it. Let's see if they can get another turnover.
Monroeville able to get it across half court, inside to Hupp now. Hupp unable to finish, and Hupp, once one of the taller players in the Firelands Conference, but just unable to put that shot up over the top of Kennedy Goon. Leeper across half court for the Cougars offense. Stumbles right there is the defender. Great move right there from Leeper. Outside now is Almond on the left wing and rattles that one home for a triple.
It's been Crusty's bench storm here in the third quarter doing its job. Almond's had a few steals and right there knocks down the three. As we've seen on the previous possession, Tim gets it done from the three-point arc too.
Giles tried to sneak that one into Hupp, and Hupp tried to get it back to her, but that one's going to be stolen. Leeper heading the other way, leading the charge on the fast break. Gorgeous pass once again to Kennedy Goon, and Kennedy Goon finishes in style.
Leeper threading the needle right there in between two Eagle defenders right into the bread basket of Kennedy Goon, who gets to go for 2.
Very smart pass. Leeper, a great floor orchestrator for this Crestview offense. It is hard to find someone as unselfish as her. Eagles have it now. Lions to inbound. Almost throws it right to the Cougars, but Giles able to track it down. Takes the screen right there. Giles on the right wing. Double team coming her way. Gets it inside now to Hupp, and Hupp able to get the Monroeville offense back on track.
Good ball movement right there. Gets it down to Hupp, who was standing wide open Beautiful pass over the top for 2.
Dinsmore has it for Crestview, takes a screen from Tem. Great roll right there from Tem. Lost it out of bounds, but a great pass from Dinsmore. Dinsmore has it out of bounds for the Cougars. Floats it in there to Kreider. Kreider to Almond. Over to Ramsey now. Ramsey almost loses possession of it, able to get it over to Almond. Almond up top to Dinsmore. Dribbles to her right. Ramsey wide open 3 on the way. That one's going to miss its mark, and the rebound's going to be pulled down from the Eagles. Leg has it now with 5 seconds left to go in the third. Gets it up to Lyons, 3 seconds now. Has to put up a shot here at the buzzer. That one's going to be offline, and that's going to do it here for the third quarter, where your home court Cougars lead the Eagles 51-25. You've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Fourth quarter Firelands action moments away, as the second and third quarter were completely dominated by Crestview. Storm Blunchley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, it has been a struggle after the first quarter for the Monroeville offense.
Monroeville couldn't get anything to go in that third quarter. I believe they only scored 8 total points, and Crestview asserting their dominance scored 20.
Kreider with a three-pointer on the way in the right corner. That one's going to hit the side of the backboard and be out of bounds. Lyons is going to inbound for the Eagles. It has been this press right here that has done it for the Cougars, just not even allowing the Eagles to get across half court. They do right there. Leg has it now, dribbling to the right. Up top to Giles has it, and they're going to attack Giles with a travel and a turnover. Dinsmore out of bounds to inbound, gets it into Almond now. Almond has it, Lyons right there guarding her. Gets it over to Kreider on the left wing. Up top now to Dinsmore. Dinsmore over to Tem, and a little bit of a miscue right there. Tem tried to save it, but that one's going to go out of bounds. So a little bit of a mental lapse here from both teams at the start of this one, but it's going to affect the Eagles way more than it does the Cougars, as the Eagles are trying to claw their way back from a huge deficit. Giles now across half court for the Eagles. Stolen away right there from Ramsey. Great hands right there, and is going to have an easy fast break layup and gets it to fall.
Crestview's guards play with such active hands on the defensive end. They're always deflecting balls, and it seems like they always go their way, right, so they can go and grab them and take them out in transition offense.
Big group substitution here for the Cougars, as Goon Ringler, Lefevre, Autumn Bailey, and Mary Leeper are going to check in for the Cougars. Whole squad substitution. Lyons is going to take it out for the Eagles. Inbound quickly to Leg, and that's going to be off of her leg and out of bounds.
It was a 14-point advantage Storm at the halftime break, but in that third quarter, Crestview has now doubled that total. It is a 28-point lead for the Cougars, looking to make it 30.
Crestview, despite the back-to-back game, seems to be in full stride, and this is where you want to be in full stride heading into tournament time.
Only major hiccup they had was coming out of the gates against St. Paul the other night. However, they did respond in the second half, making that one a contest, went all the way down to the wire. Crestview ended up falling in that one 50 to 47.
And in their first tournament matchup, they will play the Lakota Raiders, and they have a very similar record to the Eagles and a very similar style to the Eagles, so almost a little bit of a preview game here for the Cougars. On offense now is Monroeville. Gorgeous pass right there is going to be blocked from Goon and Leaper. And he's going to collect the loose ball, dribbling it down the floor. Now home run ball right there to Goon. And another stellar pass from Mary Leaper to set up her teammate for the easy score.
Mary Leaper is constantly threading that needle storm all the way down the...
Leg has it now for Monroeville. Gets it out to Schaefer. Schaefer, three-pointer on the way. That one's going to be offline. Leaper has it. And a timeout is going to go to the Cougars as Kennedy Goon timeout is going to be taken right there from Aaron Goon as Kennedy Goon just passed 1,000 career points. What an accomplishment for her. 1,000 points, definitely no easy feat.
Kennedy Goon been doing it all season long, averaging 15 points a game, and finally joins that 1K club. A tremendous player for the Cougars here at her tenure at Crestview.
If there is anyone who's going to do it on this squad, it's going to be her. I mean, just an incredible player, and not only on the offensive end, also on the defense end. So a big congratulations to Kennedy Goon, who just broke 1,000 points on her career. I mean, it was bound to happen sooner or later with the high level of play she produces. Out of the timeout, Ringler has it now. Gets it over to Leaper. Leaper with leg guarding her, dribbles to her left, spin move right there. Great move as she dribbles inside. Mary Leaper just doing kind of laps as Lefevre keys up a three, kept alive by Goon. Right into the hands of Leaper, trying to walk the tightrope and does. Gets it over to Ringler on the right wing. Three-pointer for her, and that's her first three-pointer of the night, and the Cougars are just pouring it on now.
Quiet night from Kylie Ringler so far, but right there, making up for it with the three. She was wide open and splashed it.
Leg has it, gets it over to the right wing now. On Bailey, right there. Inside quickly to Giles, and Mary Leaper tried to fly high for that block right there, but is going to collect a foul, and Giles is going to head to the line for two. Giles with her first attempt at the line. That one finds the bottom of the net. Four minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Giles with her second attempt. And that one finds the bottom of the bucket as well. Leaper bringing it up once again for the Cougars offense. Leaper swings it over to Lefevre. Lefevre dribbles inside. Little stop and go action right there, looking to get it out of her hands. Now gets it over the top, tries to get it to Ringler, but it falls in the hands of Goon. Goon bounce pass to Autumn Bailey. Autumn Bailey puts it up and puts it in from the mid-range area.
Autumn Bailey having a nice night tonight. Getting a lot of her chances from getting offensive rebounds right there. Nice setup from her teammate. She's open for the wide open mid-range shot.
Leg takes a screen right there, gets it out to Giles. Giles launches a three-pointer. That one off the mark. Goon corrals a rebound. Deep outlet pass to Mary Leaper. Crossover right there. Dribbles inside of the lane. Out to Goon. A three-pointer on the way. That one is a fall, but stays with it. Puts that one up and puts it in. Terrific awareness to go and grab her own rebound and find the bottom of the bucket.
One of the things they teach you, as soon as you pick up a basketball, always follow your shot. And right there, played right into the hands of Kennedy Goon, who got the rebound with a nice runner off too.
Giles kicks it over to Schaefer. Back to Giles now. Top of the key. Leaper right there on her. Takes a screen from Hupp. Tried to hit the roll person right there, but falls into the hands of the Eagles. Back up top to Giles now. Giles gets it inside to Hupp. Hupp tries to put it up, and another block from Kennedy Goon. Terrific defensive display from her tonight. Lefevre has it the other way over to Ringler. Ringler, another three-point try, but they're going to get her with a travel right there. Just took a little jump trying to get set. I'm going to say it was enough for her to move her pivot foot, and some more subs come in for both squads. As you hear the Crestview squad claps for Kennedy Goon, who probably checked out for the final time tonight. Terrific accomplishment, scoring 1,000 points. Congrats to you, Kennedy Goon. Eagles on offense now. Giles has it. Tries to get over to Rosser. Turned over right into the hands of Lefevre. Going to be called a jump ball. Lefevre has it on the close sideline to inbound now. Allman is going to check in, and Ringler is going to check out. So Coach Goon going with the bench squad here to close this one out. 3 minutes left to go in the fourth. McFarland tries to take a screen right there from Kreider, but the ball gets poked away. Going to say last touch by the Eagles.
Crestview picking up a win tonight. Going to move to 13-3 overall, 11-1 in the Firelands Conference, and still on pace to at least tie St. Paul for a share of the Firelands Conference pie.
And a brilliant season so far for them as McFarland dribbles in the lane, puts the soft touch on it to let that one fall through the bucket. Giles the other way floats that one inside. I'm going to say a little too aggressive defense on that one. Going to get Kreider with the foul. Checking back in is Leg now for Giles. Lyons inbounds it, gets it up top. Quick dribble, kicks out to Leg. Leg with a three-point try. Off the iron into the hands of Schaefer. Schaefer to Lyons. Lyons try to skip past right there to Rosser, but that one's going to sail out of bounds, and Crestview's going to take possession.
Insult to injury right there. Monroeville continues to turn the ball over at a high rate, and really that's what it came down to. Monroeville began to fall into the hands of the Cougars, turning the ball over, and Crestview got those opportunities with the steals out in transition, and they definitely made it.
Ramsey and Dinsmore check in now for the Cougars. Dinsmore has it, kicks it over to Kreider. Great backdoor cut from Dinsmore, and an even better pass from Kreider as they connect on that one for an easy layup. On the other end is Rosser. Rosser puts up a floater in the lane. Rebound pulled down by Almond. Just over 2 minutes, or just under 2 minutes left to go in this one. Kreider has it in the corner, up top to Ramsey. Ramsey fakes a three and dribble drives. Over to Tem. Tem tries a triple now. Made one of those in the third quarter. Misses that one. I'm going to call that one out of bounds on the Cougars. Lefevre checks back in. Almond sits down this time. Monroeville inbounds it to Evans. Evans across half court. Dinsmore guarding her. Up top now, gets it over to Rosser. Rosser drives inside, puts one up in the lane. That one falls short. Tem pulls down the rebound. Dinsmore heading the other way on the fast break. Floats it over the top to Kreider, and Kreider off the glass. Will not get that one to fall. Tries to stick with it. Falls in the hands of Dinsmore, and a great block right there from Monroeville. Dinsmore able to save it, but it goes right to the Eagles, and they take it on offense now with just over a minute left to go in the fourth. Over is Rosser now. Rosser has it, dribbles to her left. Now swings it over to her left, and a travel is going to be called right there for Monroeville, and that's been the story in this one, is Monroeville's incapability to keep track of the basketball. Ramsey inbounds to Dinsmore. Dinsmore across half court. Dribbles to her right hand, puts up a floater. That one just off his line, pulls it down. Ramsey from behind tried to poke that one away. It's going to be out of bounds off of her. 49.9 left to go. Lines to inbound. Gets it into Rosser. Gets it into leg. Dinsmore right there at half court. Almost double dribbled right there, but gets it inside to Rosser. Throws up a quick shot, gets her own offensive rebound, puts up another one and puts that one in.
Crestview can pretty much dribble this one out. Let's see if they elect to do so. No, Kristen Kreider will elect to fire from three, and Lefevre's right there for the offensive rebound.
That is not in Crestview fashion, Garrett. I don't believe letting up is in their dictionary. We've seen them many times in the driver's seat, able to dribble it out, but continue to try to score. Lefevre gets it into Kreider on the left corner. Hand off to Lefevre. Lefevre dribbles inside. Takes 2 steps. Going to be 3 steps, and they're going to call a travel on Lefevre. And Monroeville is going to have it on offense with under 20 to go. Evans has it now for Monroeville. Dribbling it out, almost loses it and does lose it into Kreider, and that's going to do it here at the Cougars Den, where the Crestview Cougars cruise to victory over Firelands Conference rival Monroeville, and they do that with a score of 66-29. That is going to do it. We will be right back with some final stats and a player of the game interview. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH Report.
Hello and welcome back to the Cougars Den, where the Cougars cruise to victory over the conference rival Monroeville Eagles. Taking a look at the final stats, Cougars with 23 field goals, 5 threes, 5 free throws, 28 rebounds, 9 turnovers, and 15 fouls for Monroeville. 8 field goals, 2 threes, 7 free throws, 26 rebounds, 25 turnovers, and 12 fouls. Crestview struggled a little bit in the first quarter, but able to dominate from that point on. I mean, just totally in control from the second quarter on.
Struggled out of the gates very early in that first quarter. I believe it was only 11-8 in favor of the Cougars. Monroeville kind of came in here and was putting the Cougars on upset alert, but Aaron Goon went in the halftime and kind of went into cruise control in that third quarter. They went on, I believe, the 20-8 run and shut out any life the Eagles had here tonight, and Kennedy Goons will celebrate joining the 1,000-point club.
And for Monroeville, what really killed him is 25 turnovers. I mean, just could not take care of the ball, and when you cannot take care of the ball, it makes it very difficult to win.
That's exactly what the Cougars pride themselves on, is their defense. They force a lot of steals, or a lot of turnovers, get a lot of steals and get a lot of transition offense, and that's kind of where they live.
And for the Cougars, Kennedy Goon able to take over this one, and like you said, finally reached that 1,000-point milestone. It wasn't a question of if, it was a question of when.
Kennedy Goon, such a great player for Crestview, is a senior, so this will be her last year, but what an accomplishment to do this. Averaging 15 points a game and 11 rebounds. I mean, she's a walking double-double. Not only does she get it done on offense either, she also is a great defender, gets a lot of steals, deflections, and of course blocks a lot of shots.
That is going to do it here for the final stats. Make sure you stick it with us through this break. We're going to be talking to a player of the game, doing an interview for them. But for now, you've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH Report.
Standing courtside now with our player of the game, Kennedy Goon, broke 1,000 career points tonight. That is no easy feat. It's been an incredible season for you, not only this season, but for seasons past. How are you able to just take over completely on offense and score so many points?
I think it doesn't take just me. It's a whole team thing. So each one of us puts in, we each have a job, and we all put in our separate roles, and it works out, and they all helped me. So I would have never been able to make it without my teammates, and they're awesome. So, yeah.
not only on the offensive end are you stellar, but on the defensive end as well. I know you had a big matchup tonight with Hupp, but you were able to nullify her effect on the offensive end. How are you able to be so effective on the defensive end as well as the offensive end?
Yeah, I think at first I was a little flustered because I was in foul trouble in the first quarter, so I sat out the whole first half, and that was a bit scary for me. But I think in the second half I just knew I had to be straight up, and just because she's tall doesn't change anything. So just stay straight up, and you don't have to block every shot, but just try to make her work for it.
Another big Firelands Conference win, still going at pace with St. Paul. How do you think the Firelands Conference race is going to take place this year?
I mean, I think we have 2 more conference games left, and I think we plan on finishing both those with 2 dubs, and hopefully we can still share the conference with St. Paul unless they lose a game. But we don't plan on losing one, so we're just going to keep grinding from here.
Alrighty, you don't score 1,000, you don't break the 1,000-point threshold every night, so anything you want to say, any fans you want to shout out, anyone you want to give a thank you to?
Mainly my family, my coaches, my teammates over the years. It's been a goal of mine for as long as I can remember, looking up to like Renee Stemper, Jackie, all those people that have scored 1,000. It's really cool to be one of those people, and yeah, I want to thank everyone. So.
And you joined that elite club tonight, so congratulations, Kennedy Goon. Go out, enjoy your win, enjoy your big record. It is a big one. We are going to have Garrett step back in the booth, but thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that was your player of the game. Kennedy Goon broke 1,000 career points and had a myriad of them tonight. Garrett Parlett stepping it back into the booth for his final thoughts.
Good game for Crestview tonight. They dominated really after that first quarter, the sluggish start. It's their 3rd game in 4 days, so obviously tired legs for those girls, but nonetheless, they come in here and get yet another Firelands Conference win to add to their total, and they'll keep pace with St. Paul, so it's going to come down to that last game.
And how about for Monroeville? Not quite the season you want to have, sitting right around 500. Still kind of some work to do, though.
A very struggling Monroeville team here in 2020. Obviously not the year they wanted, but always something you can learn and grow from tonight. Got to get better beating the press, and when you be able to beat the press, you got to set up your offense. You got to limit the turnovers and only take good shots and really don't force anything.
That's going to do it for tonight, this Firelands Conference matchup. Thank you very much to Garrett Parlett for locking it down on my color commentary and being my camera operator. Jordan Lopata, thank you so much for being our statistician. And thank you all so much to the fans for sticking it with us for a couple of hours, watching Kennedy Goon break 1,000 career points. But for now, you have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.